Welcome to the Ironwood Chamber of Commerce Depot Banquet Hall. Of course, there's no food tonight because our annual banquet has been canceled due to COVID-19. So we decided to have it here at the Ironwood Depot and award to our winners this year in this space. There are 4 awards and they're going to be presented here. And I will start out now, as I would do at the banquet, and introduce our first recipient, the Business of the Year. Many people have daydreams. Few actually act on them. Fewer still actually purchase a daydream and make that dream into a reality. As a new Ironwoodian in 2015, I often drove down Highway 2, that route to elsewhere, as we will soon learn, as it becomes more famous on film, and past an empty, tiny, standalone building on the south side of the highway whose sign read, "Daydream Donuts." No donuts were there, and as time went on, my eyes glazed over as I drove past, and the stand disappeared from thought. Just another old abandoned ironwood building. Until Lucy Corvesto and Michael Tuttle moved back to Ironwood in August of 2017 with a 6-month-old and a car seat. Missing the convenience of a drive-through to purchase good coffee, something to pick me up to get through the day, they realized that there was a market potential here for coffee and a tea drive-through. Looking at various properties and frequently driving past the Daydream, they realized that this dream location was perfect for Highway 2 drive-in traffic, even though its one-directional entrance and exit and tiny size would challenge creating. As July 4, 2018 awoke, the Daydream ended, and the new Copper Cup was a reality. One never fails today in driving past to note the car lineup of folks pull in to get their coffee, tea, and treats. From a basic entrepreneurial standpoint, the creation of a successful business utilizing an existing building which had long lay vacant is a tremendous achievement. Producing a quality product, hiring and mentoring cheerful staff, offering excellent customer service, working well with others in the community, these are all the hallmarks of good business enterprise. But in awarding Copper Cup the Chamber's 2020 Business of the Year Award, we also want to recognize Lucy and Michael for their incredible ability to outreach to others and serve as a catalyst for our community. From the recent sponsor a nursing home resident, rose, chocolate, and card, to back-to-school haircuts for kids, and even the COVID-19 restaurant takeout list. The 4 years of Copper Cup's business in Ironwood and Copper Cup's life in our community has been filled with involvement and outreach. Their business mission statement to provide superior quality food and beverages, enthusiastic customer service, respect for our national resources, our natural environment which surrounds us here, and a fostering community exemplifies all that they have accomplished. The Ironwood Chamber of Commerce is very pleased and happy to present our 2020 Business of the Year Award to Copper Cup.
Thank you so much. And we want to say thank you to all the other businesses, to the Chamber and the community for accepting us since we've been here. We've really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. It's been a privilege, and we look forward to serving you more and more. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Our second award of the evening for the Ironwood Chamber of Commerce 2020 Awards is the Volunteer of the Year. The Volunteer of the Year Award is presented to the individual or group whose personal dedication and community contributions have markedly helped to enrich our common life together. As you would think, the volunteer recipient often presents such an incredible list of activities that it is only possible to highlight a very few. This year's recipient is a graduate of Irwin Township School and Luther L. Wright class of 1970. He became interested in local history through discovering old photos in his grandfather's attic, pictures that showed the mining past of his father and grandfather. His volunteer work began when, at the age of 29, he became a member of the Ironwood Volunteer Fire Department. He has not stopped since. Chair of the Irwin Township Centennial Committee and crafter of the Centennial Book. Crafter of the first Irwin Township Historical Calendar. Initiator and designer of the Ironwood Area Historical Society calendars. Helping to form the Pabst Mime and Mural Committee, and seeing through to completion the Pabst Mime mural in downtown Ironwood. Cleaning, picking up trash, brushing, laying out trails, putting up signage, and identifying former area mining sites, and serving as a founding member of the Friends of the Miners Memorial Heritage Park. This summer of 2020, he worked to lay out and create a new trail honoring the historic Pinokie mine. He was presented the Folo Award by the Upper Peninsula History Conference in 2015 as the person who had done the most for promoting and preserving Upper Peninsula history. He is a board member of the Ironwood and Irwin Township Historical Societies. He has given countless tours of area buildings and sites to so many people, including guiding documentary filmmaker Dirk Waringa to many Iron Range historic sites, portions of which you will see when the film Route to Elsewhere premieres in Ironwood this fall. In brief, there's hardly a surviving element of our local history landscape that does not owe a huge debt to our Volunteer of the Year for 2020, Mr. Ivan Hellen. Thank you so much for all that you do for our community.
Thank you very much. Well, it's an honor to receive this award, and when you read off the list of things that I accomplished, I sometimes forget, you know, it made it sound like so much more than I really have done, but evidently I did it. I thank the Lord for giving me the strength to, you know, carry on a lot of these projects. And a lot of these things that I do, of course, isn't done solely by myself. It's a group effort. The bigger projects, you have to form a committee, and I thank those people who have helped me accomplish a lot of my goals. And probably the main thing is preserving the history of the area. That's the biggest thing. Promoting Ironwood, Irwin Township, and Gogebic Range as a whole. I can't imagine doing anything more enjoyable than history. Preserving it, but teaching it, and making the younger people realize why their parents and grandparents had settled in this area, so they have an idea of what is here now, and the hard work that came into developing this town. And my greatest interest, of course, is in the mining history and preserving, signing, trail building through the Miners Park. Got some bigger projects coming up that I hope I can accomplish yet, so I'm not really done yet. And I respect anybody who is involved in history and those people who have taught me, the elderly people that I've learned so much from. So I thank you, and I really am honored to receive this award. Thank you very much.
Thank you. The third award tonight for our annual Chamber Awards is the Organization of the Year. And this year it goes to a really special group of folks that have managed to blend history, recreation, and community culture together. the Friends of the Miners Memorial Heritage Park. The idea of creating a park in the heart of Ironwood began in 2009, and it was to make this reality that the Friends of the Miners Park came into existence. With the city authorizing the park in 2010, Friends began to come together. 501c3 charitable status was achieved, and the work to develop the Miners Park as a recreational and historic public park gathered momentum. In the past 10 years, the Friends have cleaned up a great deal of trash and built a wide variety of trail types throughout this park area: skiing, hiking, snowshoeing, interpretive history, and art. Through donations and fundraising, the purchase of equipment to create and maintain those trails became possible, and as more friends joined, new initiatives were begun. Art in the Miners Park, Sisu Ski Race Miners Trail, the building of the Iron King Dog Park, and the addition this year of a family sledding hill mark out the comprehensive nature of the Miners Park offerings: history, culture, and all ages recreation. None of this would have happened without a lot of work. Lonnie Shackelford was an early president, cleanup motivator, and began the historical signage process. Paul Kostelnik followed her as president and created art in the Miners Park, as well as the design and planning of the dog park. Ivan Hellen was from the beginning the official historian and led many park development and maintenance projects. Ski trail grooming, snowshoe trail panking, sign marking, trail mowing, brush cutting, and trail building were all done by the Friends volunteers. Currently, 13 folks help with winter tasks, 8 with summer, and 6 behind the scenes helping with website development, financials, records, and historical research. While COVID-19 prevents the Chamber from assembling all of the Friends here in the depot for this presentation, we want to give the Friends current president, Rick Simo, the Chamber's 2020 Organization of the Year Award plaque, recognizing all the Friends of the Miners Memorial Heritage Park, members past and present, who developed and sustained the vision of Ironwood's Memorial Heritage Park as a central landscape and cultural element in our community. Thank you for all your work.
Thank you, Michael. I'm supposed to say a few words, but come on up, gang. It's been 10 years of a lot of effort by a lot of really good people. And these are just a small part of the group of people that make the Miners Park happen. And I'm proud to be a part of this group. I'm proud to be a part of Ironwood, because what makes Ironwood special is our volunteers. And I can't think of a group that deserves it more than these people. So thank you very much.
The fourth and final award this evening for the Ironwood Chamber of Commerce 2020 Awards is the Gus Swanson Educational Award. This award is presented each year to that person or persons who best exemplifies the late Mr. Swanson's lifelong commitment to teaching and community service. Our 2020 award winner also possesses another attribute that Gus had: hands-on skill in the discipline being taught. Starting out as a Luther L. Wright graduate and the first from her family to graduate from high school, she trained at the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point as a wildlife biologist. After receiving her degree, she did field research with Aldo Leopold's famous pupil, Francis Hammerstrom, receiving an amazing education with a direct link to an important part of American wildlife management history. She pursued a career as a research wildlife biologist. However, during an at-home parenting period, the opportunity arose to do some substitute teaching. From that experience, she discovered that she also had a passion for teaching and working with young people. Enough of a passion to return back to school and earn a second bachelor's degree in science education. For the past 10 years, our Gus Swanson Award winner has been an educator at her alma mater, Luther Wright, teaching classes in healthy decisions, biology, and AP environmental sciences. Her classroom leadership achievements have been recognized as going above and beyond class basics to meet individual student needs. She's demonstrated an ability to inspire her students, foster their intellectual curiosity, and promote self-discovery of their individual talents. But there's more. She was instrumental in writing the Lake Superior Stewardship Initiative grant that has allowed for the provision of field trip opportunities for students. She serves as National Honor Society advisor, working hard to increase the Society's membership and provide volunteer opportunities for those students. She devotes countless volunteer hours planting the flower gardens in front of Luther Wright, involving other faculty and students in that endeavor as well. In displaying a passion for teaching, a hands-on demonstrative care for her area of discipline, and an energetic mentoring role for her students, the Ironwood Chamber is very proud to recognize Cheryl Jacisin as our 2020 Gus Swanson Award recipient.
Thank you. They say it takes a village to raise a child, and I say it takes a community of interactive people to raise a good teacher. I could not do this without the support of my administration, the support of my family, the support of my community, and most of all, my students. They inspire me, they motivate me, they give me the reason that I get up every day and do what I do. And I could not do this without my students. So I want to thank my students for inspiring me to be better and to be the best that I can be at what I'm doing. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm very honored for this.